drag it here. I'm going to try to demonstrate how to build a wagon, which means you're going to have to do a switch into dynamic mode in the back out of. So what I do is on you can see on selection slot number 2 I have the piece of wood, and using the mouse wheel I make it as long as possible, and I'm in non-dynamic mode right now. What I'm doing is I'm putting 3 of them next to each other. It's a bit of a pain if the ground's not flat. Then 3 of them next to each other again. And you don't really have to worry too much at this point about getting them next to each other. In the center. There we go. Now, those blocks are essentially welded together, nailed together, however you want to think of it. Now, we're going to shorten our piece of wood down, short, and then rotate it so it sits vertically. There we go. And we're going to put pieces like that. Then we're going to rotate the piece again, extend the length, and there we go. We created a frame. Now here comes the tricky part. We're going to switch into dynamic mode. That's key J. The default key J. Now, I've done that. I want to make the piece of wood as long as possible, so that's with the mouse wheel. And we're going to rotate it. And it's a pain in the neck because when you rotate, you can't use your mouse wheel to move in and out to look, because you'll screw yourself up here with the length of the wood. What you're trying to do is get it inside that frame. There we go. Now we're going to switch off. We're going to push that piece of wood. See? Got it in there. As long as it sticks out the other side a little bit, you're okay. There we go. That's what I want. Oop, hit it too far. When you know it. Alright. Now, here comes the tricky part. I'm pressing key J to switch out of dynamic mode. I'm in normal mode now. I'm going to select key 2, so I get my log, my piece of wood, and I'm going to stick it on the end of my dynamically placed piece of wood. And when I click it, the weight's going to make it go down. And then I'll go to the other end and place it, and you see it's trapped in there. Now I'm going to use key 3. This is the, well, I'm going to bring it up. This is the lock catch block, and it's important that you rotate it so that the hub is facing out. Oh, see, I didn't do it right. So the hub is facing out. Alright, a little momentary interruption there. See how it's sticking out like that? Now I'm going to put one on this end. I've got to rotate it 180 degrees. Try to place it. It's a bit of the pain in the neck. So I'm just happy it's on one of the corners. Now, I need to put a wheel on that, but first I'm going to go to this end, kind of bump this, give myself a little room and lift one of the ends. There we go. Now I'm going to wheel. And the wheel has to be on it so that you can see the hub of the wheel. So you may have to rotate it 180 degrees like that. There you go. Now I'm going to go to the other side, place the wheel again. There you go. Now, give it a little bump, stick the other end out somewhat. You can see what I'm getting to right here. Oh, the wheel fell off. Well, I'll have to repair that. Okay. Assume that it didn't fall off. I bumped it too hard and Actually caused it some damage. There we go. Got my wheel, put my wheel on there. And come over here. Put the catch lock piece on, have to rotate it. Put my wheel on it. Come on, don't be a pain. There you go. Here you go. Now, with the weight on that, off of that one corner, a little shove, push it through. Oh, see, I broke the wheel off on that side too. But you see what we're doing here. There we go. Oops, it's on backwards. There you go. And the wheel, carefully. Alright. Now we're going to put that hub back on correctly. And we're going to put the wheel on. I'll try not to hit it this time since I didn't allow myself enough room. Now, here's the tricky part. You're going to delete the pieces of wood that are holding that cart in place. Be careful not to delete your cart after all that work. There you go. Now you can delete the pieces of wood that are underneath it. Again, being very careful not to delete your actual cart. See how it's pivoting? It's freestanding now. And the last one, there you go. You now have a free moving, well, I broke a wheel again. I keep hitting it too hard, but you get the idea. Cart. And I can now take it, copy it, and if I drop it, it drops on the ground because it's freewheeling. And there you go.